Okay guys, and welcome back to Let's Play MGS3. This is part 17, and we just busted out of prison. So, first things first, this is probably the most difficult part of the game if you're trying to do a 100% stealth run, because you don't have any camo or any of the gear to help make this part any easier. So I'm probably going to be saving a lot, because I do want to give you guys a few tips and tricks for this if you are somehow trying to do the 100% stealth run. So the reason why you should save a lot is if you happen to do fumble and you get spotted, just quit the game and then reload the save. It'll start you at like the point where you came into the area and try to sneak through it again. That's sort of the tip that I have towards people who are trying to do a 100% stealth run with this game. Okay, yeah, definitely pick up that cardboard box. And funny enough, that guard that we just saw right there, in the original PS2 version of the game, he's actually patrolling the area that I'm standing in right now. He usually moves back and forth, but for, I guess, whatever reason, they decided to move him further back over there. And I guess that's chalked up to a bit more balancing. And okay, so what I'm doing right here is I'm not 100% certain towards the loop that guard that you see over there is in right now, like when he's going to be looking back our way and not our way. So here's a little more tip for Stealth 101. Patience is key in stealth, because sometimes if there's ever something that you're uncertain about, like enemy patterns, take your time. Just sit back, watch the enemy pattern, and study it. When I first started playing Metal Gear, I spent my time studying the enemy patterns just by keeping my eyes glued to the radar. I'd spend like a good few minutes watching the enemies move back and forth and counting how many times he stops in a certain spot and looks in a certain direction for how long. Oh shit, this is really bad. I'm blinding myself with the box. But yeah, that was one way I would study enemy patterns and memorize them, because most of us Metal Gear veterans, we've memorized like the enemy patterns in the game. That's why you have like people who can pull off crazy speed runs and crazy shit like that. Is they memorize the enemy patterns, and maybe if you're really hardcore, you might be able to time it down to like a certain amount of like seconds, but I'm not that insane. And sometimes it does come down to luck. Like some of it is luck. So, all right, let's save again.
Do you want to save? Snake, have you seen The Magnificent Seven?
Sorry.
It's a remake of the Japanese classic The Seven Samurai,
right.
Only in a Western setting. This tiny Mexican village is attacked every year by bandits. Finally, the village elder can't stand it any longer and decides to hire someone to protect the village. 7 gunmen respond to the call. They teach the villagers how to shoot and prepare for the oncoming attack. But then, the enemy shows up at the village with a huge band.
Then what happens?
You'll just have to see it for yourself. I don't want to spoil it.
No.
Movies are only fun when you actually watch them.
Yep.
There's something you have to experience for yourself.
Yeah, guys, like if this Let's Play manages to interest you in the series, like please, definitely play it. This is a series that's just, you gotta play it. Like it's pretty much the father of like stealth action games. So if you love stealth action and generally, I suppose, like military shooters, Metal Gear is the way to go. And okay, where was I going with this? Okay, yeah, this next area is gonna be tricky because there are dogs, but let's worry about one thing at a time here. Alright, so I see a dude right there. I think he moves back and forth, left and right. If not, if he just keeps going, then oh shit, there's another guy right there. Okay, well, taking our time, that's important, right? So key to stealth, take your time and be patient. At the end of part 16, there was a point that Paramedic was talking about where she's mentioning... Oh, right. Well, this just... well, we got time to spare, I guess. So, she's talking about distinguishing realities and whatnot, but one anime I recently watched was called Love, Chinibio, and Other Delusions. So it's more of a romance, slice of life kind of anime about pretty much these high school kids, and well, that's like a good chunk of anime is like high school, fucking high school. It's one of the things I actually don't like anime, but I digress. It's pretty much about this kid who hangs around this girl who has what's called this sort of like disorder or syndrome called Chinibio, where it's pretty much just very imaginative people who are really delusional, believe that they are whatever fictional persona that they create. And like for any of you guys, like for me growing up, I always liked playing with like my kid friends as like, you know, playing soldier. You grab like your little dart guns, your toy guns, and you think you're some sort of like badass like Snake or whatever, some sort of like military hero. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, but this is sort of like an anime that revolves around people who don't quite grow out of it, because usually most kids grow out of it like outside of junior high and whatnot. So okay, you know, I'm gonna save first. Save again, because let's play it safe.
Do you want to save? Hey, Snake, have you ever seen My Mother Was a Teenage Spider Queen from Mars?
What?
I can't say that I have.
Nope.
Neither have I.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, the thing with like, okay, you know what, I really have to focus in this area. Sorry guys, this area is just infamous for getting spotted, or at least I always get spotted here, so let's hope that things pan out well this time. Okay, so two guards here. Guard on the far side is going to start heading up north. This guard's going to start heading over to the right. I'm going to hold him up, I'm going to knock him out, and I'm going to freaking shank him with the fork.
Freeze.
There we go. Sorry dudes, nothing personal. Okay, now I'm worried about that guy and the dogs in particular. It's the fucking dogs, I swear, it's the dogs that really bug me the most in this part, but yeah, there's that one over there. Oh shit. Okay. Slow and steady. Oh shit, I see ammo. Okay, so pick up this ammo here. I think the guard over on the side here is going to start going further up, I think. Shit. Yeah, this is really nerve-wracking. Oh yeah, there he is. He's gonna keep going straight up that way. Okay. And then I think there are two sleeping dogs. There should be two sleeping dogs over on the right. However, if one of them is awake, then we got a problem. Okay, slow and steady. Easy does it. This is what I mean by crawl everywhere, guys. Take your time and crawl everywhere. Slow and steady. Ooh yeah, and we did it. So we're actually pretty much home free in terms of worrying about alerts, because all that's really down here are just dogs, and they're not really all that problematic if they're on their own.
Snake, you're already in the sewers?
Eva, yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
He did, huh? I figured as much.
Yeah, and now all of Grozny Grad is on red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress...
You can't get out.
I can't?
When the fortress went on red alert, they sealed off the sewers.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. And that means the escape route I laid out is
Sealed off, too.
right. And they just sent a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
Yeah, clearly. Okay, I'm gonna save again. Just because I don't want to do all that all over again, right? Okay.
You going to save? Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, one of the things I want to go more on about, since I really had to focus, as you guys saw me get pretty quiet there, was yeah, love, Chinibyu, and other delusions. So yeah, the anime is about this dude along with this one girl who has Chinibyu, which is pretty much like kind of this imaginative disorder where people just keep up their delusions of whatever grandeur with whatever persona or imagination they have. And surprisingly, I actually ended up liking the series, because I went in with it, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, I'm bored, I'm just gonna have something running in the background as I tie paracord, because I make paracord crafts and whatnot on my spare time sometimes. And I eventually started getting pretty interested, because I found it really relatable, because with like Chinibyo and being like imaginative, I remember going to like the park and playing soldier with my friend, and he, like, as we got older, he thought it was pretty funny, because he's like, man, you remember when you were running around and like fought invisible people? I'm like, yeah, I do. Sorry, Fido, don't take this personally. So yeah, in the anime, they bring up the point about how embarrassing that is, and some people just want to forget that it ever happened. I guess there are certain things that I did in junior high that I'm like, oh man, I was a fucking jackass. I wish I could forget that, but I think coming to accept that some of it happened is a good thing. And nowadays, like, I think that it's important to have that level of imagination. Why? Because, yeah, hold up. So I stayed in the water here so that the dog can't get over here and bite me, because they're not programmed to be able to get to me if I'm submerged in the water. I used to be way better. I used to just snipe that thing the second it sticks its head out of that corner, but I'm also juggling thoughts right now and talking, so it's a little hard. But yeah, that anime is really good in the sense that it sort of shows how imagination is kind of like, society tries to kill off imagination, really, with like, oh yeah, like, this is the real world, you gotta be able to deal with all this shitty stuff and yada yada, you know, stuff that grown-ups always tell you about. So 2 dogs are on my tail, but I'm just gonna outrun them. I used to stick around and fight, but there's honestly no point. So yeah, it's a good anime that sort of shows like how society tries to kill imagination, because I remember thinking back to when I was in high school, because for the diploma, like the written part, one of the options was creative writing, but usually nobody opts to do that option, because once you hit about like junior high, around that time they start teaching you how to write critical essays, which is a good skill, but also like they don't really encourage as much in terms of creative writing anymore, which is really sad. So that's why you have a lot of people who struggle with like creative works nowadays at times, because it's not the popular, I suppose, subject essentially. So I'll talk a little bit more about that after this. Ugh, so much to go over. Oh well. Shit.
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere. This is where it ends.
You're lucky that round didn't just go off. Second you loaded in, just spun off to the side and trigger. Which is also the reason why this happens.
Snake!
Leap of faith! Peace out, loser! It would have been the next shot.
Don't die on me yet.
And it's the sorrow.
Are you one of the cobras?
Was one of the cobras.
So sad. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them. I am the sorrow. Like you, I too am filled with sadness. This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake, the dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
Okay, the Sorrow. And magically all of our weapons are back. So I guess I'll grab this just because it's useless here, but it does have some use as I'll get to it. So, Major, paramedic, guys?
Snake, what's your status? Snake! Snake!
What?
Snake, you have to get up! Snake! Snake!
Huh?
Quit fooling around, Snake. Snake? Snake!
Snake, answer me. Snake! Snake!
Am I dead? Okay, guys, so, yeah, we can't get in touch with the team. And let's see what happens if we try swimming on head. A ghost will keep you back. Okay, so if you're speedrunning and you want to get through this part fast, just drown yourself and die, and then use the revival pill. If you want to do this the more legit way and get the spirit camo that I've been using through most of the Let's Play, then just follow along with the Sorrow. You can't hurt him because he's obviously dead. And essentially you'll be seeing all the enemies that you've killed in the game in this part. And that's a lot of fish. Okay, so I don't know if Snake eats a lot of fish in his regular diet, but I did not eat this many fish in the game. So... Ooh, foreshadowing. But anyways, if you touch any of the enemies that you've killed, they'll drain your health. If there are these little skulls that float down the stream, if you touch those, they'll drain your health as well. And I didn't kill a lot of enemies throughout this Let's Play, so we don't have to worry about too many of them. Yeah, if you shoot the ghosts, because, yeah, see that? He's trying to grab me. They can't grab or hold you, they'll just drain your health. Like, your health will just steadily drain a little bit. And... oh, well, look who it is. It's a little bitch boy over there. Whoa! And the Sorrow will also do that. Essentially what that does is it doesn't hurt you, but it will push you towards like the ghosts. That's what the Sorrow tries to do. And it'll show you some flashbacks to, like, I don't know, like his past, if you want to call it that. Yeah, oh, see, yeah, there you go. That skull touched me, and a little bit of my health just went down. Yeah! Yeah! Shoot. Yeah, I did not eat this much fish. Unless you've eaten a lot of fish, like beforehand, Snake, like before the mission, I did not eat this much. Would you just stop doing that? Woo! That's actually kind of rare. I usually don't see too many ghosts that run like that whenever I hit this part. Oh! This might have been some dude I poisoned. If you slit somebody's throat, then they usually walk down the stream with their neck gushing out blood. Okay. And I think that's the last of the images, because the images pop up differently each time you get hit by the, I guess is, I don't know, ghost drill or whatever. Oh yeah, dude getting eaten by the vulture because they'll eat the corpses. But another thing is, if you've eaten one of those vultures, that guard will make the comment, "You ate me!" So, I guess chalking up to paramedics' whole cannibalism joke to some extent. Yeah, if you go through like a... Okay, that's the last image. I'm pretty sure that's the last image. But if you go through this part without killing anybody, you'll only see the Cobra members. So that's a good sign if you're trying to do a non-lethal run. And like so, I didn't kill a lot of people, so we didn't see a lot of people in the... pretty much the river of Styx here. Okay.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me. You want to finish your mission, don't you? Then you'll have to shoot me. The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
That was a close call.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side? So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers. He had ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigurd?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
Knew what?
That he's dead. He's been dead for 2 years now.
Died 2 years ago?
At Selino Yarsk. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
Yeah, we saw his body after the boss threw us over that bridge.
2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Selenoyarsk. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. Are you all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. But how did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
Okay, I just noticed that we hit the 33-minute mark. So, okay, I'm probably not going to save. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm going to cut this part here. So, like I said, there's going to be a long session, guys. So, quite a few videos coming up here all pretty soon in one whole little bundle this weekend. So, catch you guys in the next part. See you in a bit.